Hey there, Aries. How's it going? Welcome to your week of May 2nd, 2022, your weekly reading. We're going to be, hello, Spike. We're going to be looking at a couple of oracle cards here to start things off, and then we're going to look at your past, your present, and your future energy here. And then we're also going to be looking at some clarifiers for those. So hopefully everything's going to be resonating with you here, I hope. And if it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, just not part of your message, so no need to worry about it. If it's not resonating with you, nothing to do about it. It's just the nature of the beast, these general readings. But if it does resonate with you, the best things to do is to let me know, is to leave a like down below and a comment. Those are awesome. Always glad to hear and read those. And also, if you're new to the channel, you can also subscribe if you want to stick around and see what else we got in store for you. So hopefully we'll be getting something here to be good in here for you, something good to resonate with you. So we're starting things off with the brown bear spirit and the ant spirit here. So the brown bear spirit saying take some time out, and the ant spirit is saying it's time to collaborate here. So I feel like it's kind of time to kind of get away from that energy of maybe doing everything on your own, or focusing on doing everything on your own here, because it really feels like you need to take a time out from solo work here. With that ant spirit saying it's time to collaborate, I just feel like it's very important to kind of I don't want to say surrender your independence, but maybe it's time to give yourself a bit of a break and really work with some others here. You may have some worries about that, where we have the Nine of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. It talks about, fears and doubts, things of that nature. So you may have a few anxieties when it comes to this. Like, maybe you're someone who likes to, you like to work on your own, or you like to be in control, or you don't like to kind of rely on others when it comes to doing something in your life here. That's understandable. I feel pretty similar myself sometimes, where I just really would rather work on my own or something rather than work with others, because if something messes up, I want to be like, oh, I messed it up, not something messed up and I'm getting blamed for what someone else did. So I just feel like now is a good time to really work with others. Like, this is a good time for that. Starting off with your past energy here, we got the Four Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Two of Wands here. So yeah, definitely feel like some things haven't been working out for you with that Ten of Wands there, because it does talk about heavy burdens, a lot of pressure on yourself, and I feel like right now it's just really saying with the bear spirit and the ant spirit here, saying like it's time to take those burdens off. It's time to take that unnecessary pressure off of you. We got the Four Cups here too, and you can see here he's being offered a cup here, and I feel like you're being offered help here, or at least help's right around the corner for you. It's just whether you're willing to accept it or not, because it's going to lead to some stability here with this Two of Wands down at the bottom, because it goes like there's an offer to take this heavy load off of you, and then finding stability because of this. It feels like you've been kind of shouldering a burden or shouldering some work here for far too long. So let's get some clarifiers going. Let's clarify this Ten of Wands first. See what this burden might be exactly. All right, what do we got? Got the King of Pentacles, so maybe you're trying to impress, a boss, or maybe you're trying to impress somebody in your life, or you're trying to get to that point where you are a King of Pentacles. Doesn't matter gender, of course, but just trying to get to be that kind of boss type energy, right? You're trying to get to that point where you're not really reliant on the others. You're kind of in a place of like, a very high level of, when it comes especially to like your financials and material world here. So, feels like you're definitely putting a lot of stress on yourself to get to like the peak, right? To get to where you want to be. So let's clarify that Four Cups. What do we got going on for this Four Cups for our Aries? You got the Hangman. See, I need a different perspective on this offer. Like we said, like it's time to collaborate here with that ant spirit, and you just need to kind of look at this in a different way, from maybe not from such a kind of like, oh, what if they mess up kind of way? What if it's like I mess up because I'm putting too much pressure on myself, too many expectations on myself here. All right, Two of Wands. Let's clarify this. Clarify those Two of Wands, and we'll move on to your present energy. got the Queen of Wands here. So yeah, definitely putting you in a more confident position because you'll be in a stable place here with some of those burdens being removed from you for sure. So I like that a lot. This is also saying you could be dealing, maybe the person offering you help here is a fire sign, a fellow fire sign, so another Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, or it could be a King of Pentacles too, so that could be an earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But moving right along to the Emperor here. The Emperor. Well, we have the Emperor here in your present energy, the Five of Wands, and the Hierophant. Really interesting because the Emperor is your card, Aries, so that means you're coming in a strong way. So I feel like this is really going to kind of revitalize you, bring your strength in, bolster you because you're not doing all the work yourself, right? You know, they say no person is an island, right? And I feel like that's really something to take to heart here for you, is that you don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to be the boss. You don't have to be like the boss, the worker, the underlings and all that, like the gopher and all that kind of stuff too. You can just be the boss and just give the orders out and make sure everything's running smoothly, right? You don't have to be all this crazy stuff, right? You don't have to do everything. But with the Emperor, the Five of Wands, and the Hierophant here, interesting too with the Hierophant because the Hierophant represents Taurus, because it's Taurus's card. So yeah, again with those earth signs. So very likely if you're dealing with somebody or someone's asking for, or as someone's offering you help here, it's probably either a fellow Aries or a Taurus, or it could be, like I say, any earth sign, any fire sign as well. But with the Five of Wands and the Hierophant here, again, lessons to be learned with the Hierophant, like opening your mind to learning, to growing, to expanding here. You know, learning that maybe you don't have to, rely just on yourself all the time. And with the Five of Wands, it is a card of like realizing potential, right? Because look, he's only carrying 5 wands, but he's got like the 5 bats in his hands, right? He still has like that 6th hand for a glove and stuff. And it's kind of like we're learning from like you trying to do everything to kind of maximizing your potential, right? Maximizing what makes you special, So I like that a lot. So let's get some clarifiers going here. Let's clarify that 5 of Wands. We'll start there. What do we have to clarify the 5 of Wands? Got the Hermit, yes. So this is leading to you seeing more clearly, seeing your goals are going to be easier to achieve because you're going to be able to tell, you can kind of focus on how do I get there more easily here with that Hermit. The Hermit's also Virgo's card. So again, there's another earth sign popping up in your reading. So again, could be a Virgo helping you out. Let's clarify the Hierophant here as well. All right, what do we got for the Hierophant? Got the Magician. So yeah, you're manifesting this. Like this isn't something that necessarily you've been fighting off, or this is just kind of coming out of the blue. It's like you kind of been drawing this lesson, drawing this this situation to yourself by doing this, right? And manifestation. Of course, people say like, oh, you got to manifest, you got to meditate, you got to think about it. You got to be like, oh, the universe, deliver this to me, right? You don't necessarily have to consciously do that as well. Like, sometimes just your actions you're taking, in the opposite is going to lead you to being like, well, eventually you are going to have to ask for help. You are going to have to come on and swing the other way, right? Like kind of like a pendulum, or like the moon, how it goes in cycles, right? Sometimes we are strong and independent. We're a full moon, but other times we are like going the other way. We're kind of decreasing in power, going from strength to kind of not as strong as we were, but maybe we need just a little bit of help there, right? So there's no shame in that, Aries. All right, so let's clarify this Emperor. There's too many cards popping out there, too many. Well, what do we got clarifying? Clarifying the Emperor here, Aries. What do we got? What do we have for you? We got the world. So yeah, definitely working into a big completion. Like this is going to be a big revelation, a big change for you here for sure, to get you into this kind of energy that is going to help you boss up, right? So I love that. In your future cards, we got the 9 of Wands, the Fool, and the Lovers. This is fantastic. I feel like whoever's coming in to help you is going to be someone who's going to be a partner. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, of course, with the Lovers, but it can just be someone who wants to stick around for a long time, someone who wants to be part of your life, and it's going to be something new. Oh, excuse me, with the Fool here. I feel like this person coming in that's going to be offering you help is someone who wants to really start something with you. You know, maybe this is going to be like a business partner type sort of thing. Could be love too, of course, with lovers, but I feel like for more of you, it's going to be sort of like a business opportunity here, or some sort of opportunity to begin something really impactful here, which I think is great. So yeah, some new start here. And with the Nine of Wands as well, just saying, like, you know, you've been hurt before. You know, maybe you're going to be a little defensive here when it comes to this. Maybe you've worked with someone before and things didn't work out necessarily the best, and that's kind of like why you've kind of been so hard set on like doing the things by yourself, running solo here. But I feel like with this Nine of Wands, it's really saying that you just need to open up a bit, right? You've been hurt before, but that doesn't mean that everyone's out to get you, right? Like, it just means like, hey, you had a bad experience with someone and maybe learned a lesson, or, had to go through a challenge in order to get you to where you are now, right? So let's clarify this. Let's clarify that Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, clarified by the Three of Swords here. So you definitely need to cut out something that no longer serves you, this kind of attitude of like, maybe being distrustful, right? Doesn't mean you have to be naively trusting, of course, but just kind of taking that mindset out of like, of being like, oh, I have to do it on my own. I have to, be by myself. I can't trust anyone, that kind of thing. That's not serving you well at this time. Let's clarify the Fool here. The Emperor, there you are, right? You're starting up. You're still just as strong as you were. Like, you're still coming in a very powerful way. Again, could be an Aries, again, because you've popped up twice now. Well, really 3 times in this reading. But yeah, definitely you're going to be in a strong position. It's going to be an incredible start here for you. It's going to be kind of like a breath of fresh air, I feel. So that's great. And the Lovers, let's clarify it. What do we got? The Lovers, we got the Moon. That's Pisces card, so could be a Pisces as well. But with the Moon card, it really talks about, like, yeah, you may not see the future. You may not know how this is going to end between the two of you, or how, the path your journey is taking. But this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is the path you're supposed to be on here. So I love that. That's fantastic. Especially, I feel like this person and you, like, I don't want to say like destined or fated or anything like that, but I feel like this is kind of an important time for you to like really learn and grow with this person. So I hope that helped you. I hope that resonated with you, Aries. You want to help out the channel, hey, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below if this resonated. You can also subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and you can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one, see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. And I will see you, Aries, next time.